It says that Bill Gates saw food shortages coming years ago. His land accumulation feels calculated. Okay, this is Bill Gates right here. Now we're gonna scroll down. We're gonna read it together. It said Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft, had an incredible, impressive career, having foreseen, right, and vision to push technology forward, making savvy investments along the way. Helped turn Bill Gates into one of the richest men on the planet and a billionaire several times over. Okay. Now, basically, a little background on Bill Gates is that Bill Gates is a technology savvy guy who invests. Okay. Now, where did he come from? No one knows, but he has made it into the tech world as a savvy guru. Now let's go to the second paragraph. It says, United Nations officials released a statement this week saying that food shortages were going from bad to worse. Okay, they said the increase was because of Russia invasion on Ukraine and climate emergencies. Okay, just one example of contributing climate factors and current state affairs in India. Okay, it says because the heat, India banned wheat exports a few months ago. The United Nations warned similar conditions are likely to decrease crops production 2025. Okay, now keep that number in mind, 2025. Okay, and as you guys can see, they're blaming it on the heat and the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Okay, now that's what they're saying. So, but up here, the title says that Bill Gates, he foreseen this years ago. Okay, now make it make sense. He's not a future. He's not a future a fortune teller. Let's go to the third verse. It says, according to the World Food Program, roughly 50 million people across over 40 countries have already verged FENA. Okay, it said nearly 350 million people endure near starvation conditions, a number that is up 25% since the start of the year. Okay, they said climate and its effects on hunger and global pandemics have been on Gates' radar for years. Okay, so climate change and global pandemics has been on his radar for years. So basically, they're saying that he invests in the two. Okay, now let's go down to the next verse. It says Gates invested $10 billion in global health. A smart move because of making vaccines more accessible, create 20 to 1 return. Okay, now basically they said that he invested into vaccinations. Okay, so if he invested into vaccinations, he kind of became the ambassador of pushing vaccinations, because if you are invested in something, why would you not push it? Okay, so that lets you know that the vaccinations that has been coming out as of late, Gates, he's invested. He's an investor. So he's an advocate for this. And that's what upsets me about main media, because they invite this guy on there to be a guest, and he have an interest at hand within the vaccinations. He's an investor. Okay. Now, let's go down to the next verse. It's the next paragraph. His foresight is uncanny, and you have mimicked his investment pattern, you probably would have made a lot of money. Just because you don't have 10 million doesn't mean you can't take and copy his decisions. Pretty much, it's trading decisions. Okay. Now, why would somebody want to invest in things that's not actually applicable for the people? Okay. Now, let me go to the next verse, because this is the one. This way it get me. It may be beneficial to do the same with farmland. Gates has been gobbling up farmland for years and recently became the largest owner of U.S. farmland in the world. Other billionaires are also buying land. Jeff Bezos, Ted Turner. Now, you guys know this is why I always say get water and food. Now, I'm going to go up because I want to type in something. Remember, I told you guys, keep in mind 2025. It's right there. Keep in mind 2025. Keep in mind. Now, watch this. if you go here and I type in Google, okay? Type in Google and I type in water shortage. Water shortage, okay? Watch this, 2025, okay? Now you're gonna see this, okay? They said that, look at this, by 2025, 2/3 of the world population may be facing water shortages. When water runs dry, people can't get enough to drink, wash, or feed crops. Economics decline may occur. So if they tell you there's going to be a food shortage, right, by 2025, and they tell you there's going to be a water shortage by 2025, right, you put two and two together, right? If Bill Gates foreseen this, then he's definitely invested in both of the two. So wouldn't it be in his best interest to manipulate the situation? I'm just here to make you guys think. Salute. This 504 cut, you know what it is. 2020 is the year Gates predicted food shortages, so he's investing in all the farmland. And right here you can clearly see 2020 is the year that they say the world gonna face water shortages. So it will be a shortage of food and water 2025. Salute.